how can I put it? It's not just about saving lives, it's also about touching people's lives.
In Tafelsig, a father leaves his baby daughter at home to go to work. He steps out of his front door in green. He remembers a call from years ago. The control room sent him to Cont No Stop, where a mother gives birth to a baby not breathing. He and his partner arrive at the house. The baby is on her mother's stomach, but there is no pulse. They wrap the baby. His partner sees to the mother. He takes the baby to the front of the ambulance, puts the heaters on full blast and starts resuscitations. He calls the paramedic on shift. Don't wait on the scene, he says. Start driving and meet me there. Ek is ver van jou af, maar ek is op pad. My partner sit our foot near en ons glij. We make our way to the hospital. When we came to the MOU, that child was crying. You know how relieved we felt that day. It's a phenomenal feeling. Years later, a woman walks into the husband who is yet to be a father in the town center. She asks him if he knows her. He says no. The woman points at a girl standing next to her. Remember that baby in Cont No Stop? This is her. The girl is 4. That was rewarding, the husband who is now a father says. To see that she made it, she grew up. And she's choroloos, you know? I was a machinist in a factory for 21 years, she tells me. There is no rain this morning. The sun is a simple yellow promise rising cold over the plain streets and homes. I volunteered for 7 long years. In that 7 years, I was married, I had 2 kids, I had a full-time job, but I was always available for a shift.
It's not just any job. This ain't any job. This is a calling. Because a whole lot of people, they don't actually need a medic, or they just need someone to listen to and give advice most of the time.
It's been 20 years since she first climbed into an ambulance. 20 years in service. And she has long since traded the safety and routine of the shop floor for the thrust of chest compressions and 12-hour road trips. Now she is a grandmother of 3. And treating children is the hardest part of the job. If a child gets hurt or ill-treated or mistreated, I forget what I am. I become a mother. If a kid gets knocked down, you want to bring them back. Outside, the winter is remembering how to bring back Cape Town's rain. It falls over the plain the same way it falls over the rest of the city. Ek hou van my werk, man. Ek hou van my werk. I always say, you can take what out of my scope? You can take away my vehicle, you can take away my uniform, but here, she points to her heart. Here, I am a paramedic. after the night. Her vehicle pulls into the base and stops. She climbs out and walks to the kitchen. She asks who wants coffee and sets out the cups. The dark still has its hold on the sky. She makes her own cup of coffee last. When it's done, she greets everyone and climbs into her own car. She drives out of the base. At the exit of Lentegee Hospital, she turns left and drives straight towards the east. Not 5 minutes later and she is home. She climbs out of her car and sits on the green grass in front of her house. She watches the sun rise. It's a sign of gratitude, she says. Just sitting with a cup of coffee, my full compass mentis. My house is still standing here. My daughter opens the door. My little ones are gone to school. It's a lot, really. It's a lot to be grateful for. The sun rises over the plain differently than it does over the rest of the city. The first rays of yellow light are softer here, as if this mother city knows that her children here are grown from a different love.
The moment an area is marked as a red zone, no ambulance is allowed into an area without a police escort. Basically, we need to go in with security.
The community of Council, as much as we want to get to you, we need to go out also.
Just like to know if there's something that the community can do to assist the ambulance drivers.
And what about the city of Cape Town upskilling our people at home with first aid courses?
I actually lost someone due to the fact that the ambulance had to wait for someone to come into the area to help the person. By the time they got in, the person died.
It's heartwarming to see the community come out and say that this is important. And say that this is something that matters to us. And say that the work that we do matters.